it's Kamela here from Creative Moms Decant. So today I'm going to show you how I used my Cricut Maker to cut basswood to make this adorable flower crate and this spring banner sign. Let's get started.
That floats around me, keeping me safe and sound.
Alright, so I grabbed this wood from Hobby Lobby and it's basswood, and I am going to use my 24-inch mat today because it came in a 24-inch sheet. I'm going to grab some masking tape and I'm going to make sure that this board's not going to move around once we start the cutting. So I want to tape down the top corners for sure, and then I usually run some down that side as well. If I was cutting the full length of the board, I would go down the entire length of this board. I'm not, so I'm just going to give one more security blanket down there, and same thing right here. And now we are ready to put this into our machine. So our mat is ready to go. You do want to make sure that your star wheels are out of the way. Your knife blade is loaded, which mine is not. Mine was actually in my Cricut Maker. I'd been cutting in it. This is my Maker 3. Either one would cut this project and it would not be a problem. The biggest thing is a nice new knife blade. All right, so star wheels are moved, knife blade is loaded, and we are ready to load this mat.
So I threw this in fast mode so you can watch it cut. I think it's kind of fun. And I wanted to tell you that this project is available in Cricut Design Space. And so I will link the link below for the project. And you can use the Cricut Maker or the Cricut Maker 3. You could even make this on the Explorer with cardstock. So just a super fun, versatile project, but definitely a fun one to get those knife blades out and do something with the basswood, which I know, we are excited to cut basswood and then we don't know what to cut. And this is a great one. And the banner is super cute. You could make this banner even a little bit bigger and hang it. It's in your for home decor and not just a tiered stand decor. But I am into making the tiny decors for my tiered stand. So all right, I'm going to let this roll out and finish cutting. Enjoy.
Alright, so it's made the first of 14 passes and it's not through yet. That was an easy place to check. So I'm just going to kind of remove some of the dirt. I know I make my office a mess with that. And then we do not want to unload the mat. Do not be tempted by the flashing light. Push the play button. Alright, so it's made the first of 14 passes and it's not through yet. That was an easy place to check. So I'm just going to kind of remove some of the dirt. I know I make my office a mess with that. And then we do not want to unload the mat. Do not be tempted by the flashing light. Push the play button. And now it's going to make a few more passes and we'll see where that lands us. So I ran 16 passes. And so it ran 14 and I did it 2 more times. And my knife blade, and I actually have another one, so I don't know why I didn't think of it until just now. But my knife blade actually needs replaced and I replaced it, but forgot to put it in. So what you can do when your knife blade starts to get dull and you're not getting the cut out is take an X-Acto knife once you remove your board, and they come out super easy along with the line that you have to follow from your machine. So you're just going to take your X-Acto knife and kind of see where it's catching. And usually there's just maybe a corner or something like that that's catching, and that's the reason it won't pop out. So like these up here, these are really going to pop out. That one is giving me a little bit of trouble, but that one just popped out. So you just, once you kind of figure out where it is caught, then you can easily just pop them out. All right, so I grabbed my paint and I grabbed some stain too. I'm gonna clean this mess up and protect my mat. And then we're gonna paint these wood pieces of stain. And then I'll show you how we are going to finish this project with a little jute and a little hot glue. So super, super simple project, and it's gonna be really cute. So what I'm gonna do here is I am just going to show you, I'm going to paint those just like normal paint, but I wanted to show you the dry stain. I've talked about this stuff several times, and especially in our creative mom group, but I absolutely love it. So I talk about it all the time. It does not smell, and it's water-based. So you buy it in a dried form and it lasts forever, and it really does. It looks nice, it stains nice, it gives an amazing look underneath items. It also, you can throw a little white paint on with it to make things look rustic. You know, that kind of farmhouse rustic style, of course, is my style, and it's very trendy now. So I'm also going to paint my edges of these. I'm not worried about the bottom, but the edges. So I am going to stain all of the box pieces, and I'm going to paint the banner signs. And then we will be back to keep going here.
So I threw this in fast mode so you can watch it cut. I think it's kind of fun. And I wanted to tell you that this project is available in Cricut Design Space. And so I will link the link below for the project. And you can use the Cricut Maker or the Cricut Maker 3. You could even make this on the Explorer with cardstock. So just a super fun, versatile project. But
all right, so we are just about finished up here. I went ahead and gave the yellow and the blue, my banners, a second coat. This was a really light color. And I will also say this was not my apple barrel paint, which I recommend. And I can definitely tell the difference. But I'm going to let everything dry here, and then we will put all of this together. Now, out of the way, I will tell you that I used a large book to hold especially these pieces down flat, and I mean they're a little wobbly still, but not bad. When they soak up that wet stain, they bow just a little. So all of this is dry. I'm going to get this out of my way, and I'm going to grab another small piece for my hot glue gun. I have it turned on over here. It will be a necessity. Slide all of this and my hot glue gun on that. I have another hot glue stick. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put these flowers together. I'm going to show you how I do that. I highly recommend a quilling tool. To me, I cannot get them tight enough without one. And so you want to stick the end of the paper inside the slit of the tool. And these were really cheap. They were on Amazon. And then just roll your flowers up evenly.
So I'm just going to finish rolling these up quickly. I just quickly do them, kind of push them out, fluff them, hot glue them. I'm not an expert at flowers. If you want to see a flower video, find somebody else's. It's probably not mine. But the quilling tool here definitely makes a difference. And I don't think mine turn out bad at all. So just hot glue, roll them up on the with the twill, and it's as easy as that, really. Mostly want to keep the bottom lined up. That's what's really important, is trying to keep that bottom lined up.
All right, so I got my flowers done. I'm definitely not a flower expert, but I got it done and they're not bad at all. They're cute. All right, so now we need to put our crate together. And so how this is going to go is your ends together like this, and then your slats. And you could have cut this one out of board and stained it as well. I just wanted the inside of my crate to be kind of fun. So that's what I did. All right, and then the bottom board goes against the bottom completely. And so we're going to put those on first. So I'm going to run a bead of hot glue down this side. And then I'm going to take this board and I'm going to line it up the best I can on edge to edge here. And keep your messy part of your hot glue on the inside is my advice. So when I ran that bead, I ran it more inside than anything so that I could push this board out to the edge and have the least amount of glue showing on the outside edge. All right, and always make sure that hot glue is not sticking down to your mat, because it will. All right, and now we're ready to add our end piece to this end. So same thing, a bead of glue here. And then our end piece. And now I'm going to continue by basically doing the same thing, the end and then each of the sides, leaving a little bit of space between them. All right, so now our adorable little crate is all assembled.
So let's finish this up. What I did is glued the two pieces of green together to put inside the box. So this cardstock is multiple sides. So I just flip-flopped it. So I've got the green and the white and the green. And I'm going to glue this together. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And then I used hot glue on the very, very bottom here to glue it inside the crate. So I just glued it to that top board in the crate. So you don't see it all the way through, but I think it's adorable. And then I'm going to use hot glue to start gluing these little flowers on. So I'm going to put one right over here in the corner. There's kind of an open spot here with my design to put one. And then I want to get one up on the stem and maybe one down here. So let's grab another one here. And then I'm going to grab a smaller one. See those two smaller ones? I have a purple and a teal smaller one. I'm going to put those up high on a stem. So again, a little hot glue. The cardstock I'm using worked out just fine for this. And so I just need to do the same thing on the other side so that both sides have flowers in them. And then I'll show you how we put this banner sign together.
All right, so these pieces I am going to switch up the colors to every other one, and then you could definitely use black vinyl, but I have this purple marker that's a permanent marker, and I really don't mind my handwriting at all. So I wrote spring all the way. And then we're just going to string these together. And I just grabbed string from my stash. You could use any kind that you wanted. And you just go in and out of these holes. So I may need to get a little piece of tape here. This one I might be able to fold, actually. There we go. So in this hole, maybe, maybe not.
Have a joyful day. Bye-bye.